Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. CD Collector. My name is Brandon. If you're new here, this channel is about me showing off parts of my 5,500 plus CD collection, all various genres. If it's something you're interested in learning about, please consider subscribing to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Today, I have a CDs from the mail, part of the series, number 91, where I'm going to open these packages. We'll see what I got. Not sure what's in there. I'm to the point where I've kind of switched gears. Instead of doing a ton of Eurodance, which still might be one or two in there. I'm listening to heavy metal, black metal, death metal, folk metal, grindcore. Checking out new bands. Listening to a station called Death.fm. If you want to check it out, they play a lot of thrash metal, folk metal, black metal, death metal, all sorts of variations of the heavy parts of metal. Really good station. Definitely check it out if you're not familiar with it. A lot of this is either going to be through Discogs or eBay. It's pretty one of the two main places I buy it. Unless it's brand new on Amazon for a good price. Bubble mailer. And a bunch of grocery bags. When I first started reselling, if you're unfamiliar with my other channels, Media Picker, links are below. Talked about me reselling online, teaching others how to do it, also selling media. I would pack stuff with these grocery bags. Actually, I'm probably going to reuse these. Okay, you could have packed this a little better, knowing that it's not just a jewel case. Okay, so a little nice packing. This was through eBay. I'm going to scroll my eBay other side of my screen here. Let's see what I pay for it. Okay, hold on. Did he ship them separate? I'm kind of puzzled. I'm extremely puzzled. What's the tracking on this? Did I get this from somebody else? I might have bought two. How odd is that if that's the case? I'm thinking maybe he shipped. I'm not sure who this is from, honestly. I did buy two. I'll be damned. Really? Yep, I did. Well, the lesser one will be resold. That's the purpose. Nice having a eBay store. Anyway, skip all that. Ailstorm, pirate metal basically is honestly what it is. It's like a subgenre, kind of like Viking metal, which is also similar to folk metal. It's got a lot of different types of sounds in with it. Really big roaring vocals. Leans a lot towards heavy metal, and I just dropped the CD. Packing on this was absolutely horrible. Surprising this thing survived in the shape that it's in. This is a cool 2-disc book, honestly. Sunset of the Golden Age, 2014 release, Napalm Records. This is actually really cool. It's actually like spine and everything, so it's like a book. You can see the spine here. Looks surprisingly, the first disc that popped out is actually clean. I'm surprised, honestly, to survive. If Digipack like this, depending on the dollar amount, also everything I ship gets bubble wrapped, and then certain higher price points, depending on what they are, or the fragility of the actual item being shipped, we'll have cardboard also around the bubble wrap inside a bubble mailer. But these discs are surprisingly clean. I'm actually shocked. So this actually survived. This was a total of $13.54 out the door, so not too bad of a price for that. Because you can tell the price of CDs have gone up a lot. I would look back in my collector's database, and I'll do a video on that at some point. I don't use Discogs, keep track of my collection. I use this, and you do pay for it. It's like $25 a year subscription for any of the updates. But I mean, if you just want the program once and updates, then you don't need to pay for any more subscriptions, and it will still work fine, regardless. Anyway, kind of jumping all over the place in this video. So I was looking at my database, and I noticed, well, first of all, I'm almost caught up with it, so very cool with that. But I know there's also a lot of stuff I'm currently missing of bands and artists, so I'm going to try and get those put in my database. I can add a want list also. I'll do a video on that program at some point. It's actually really cool. It's really neat to keep it organized. I can search out everything and narrow it down by artist, genre, a whole bunch of stuff, year release, and just split it all up that way. It's a really cool program to keep track of everything. As I'm opening this, I'm not sure what this is. I think this is eBay. I'm honestly not sure what this is. It's almost sure it's eBay. I just bought a couple things on Discogs the other day. I have a lot of orders outstanding. I definitely need to stop spending. I've got some other stuff that's coming up that may be tying up some of my money or taking away some of my money, so to speak. What is this? Natural or okay. This is. As I skim through. It's back here then. This might be on Discogs. No, it should be eBay. I don't know. This is eBay buy. I don't know. I'm skimming through my orders and I'm not seeing it in here. I know it's not that old. Is it back here a little bit? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Okay, $19.62 out the door. This is black metal. This is Nocturo Mortem, Return of the Vampire Lord / Marble Moon. It's like a 3-part thing. It's all on one disc, I believe. This is released from the Ukraine. I'm not sure if that's where the band is from, but definitely this is some very cool black metal. Excellent guitar work. With just the one song I heard, I'm like, I gotta get this CD. And maybe some more stuff from the band. Overall, pretty good shape. It's got some light scratches and marks. I can clean that up. I found a new technique to use for that process. I'll probably do a video on that down the line on probably on both channels. I'll probably put it on both channels. It has to do also with cleaning and resurfacing CDs for resale, and also just maintaining and cleaning up your collection if you can. I'm using car wax actually with my JFJ Easy Pro, and I find it's actually polishes up CDs a lot better. You can still see some of the scratches in some cases, and other times they're completely gone, depending on how bad the CD is when you start. And then also it also depends on how much you put on there and stuff like that. I'll probably do a video on that at some point down the line. But very cool to find out that actually does work. I've tested the discs that I've cleaned, and they'd all play perfectly fine, which is very cool. Opening up another one, they packed it in an Amazon Prime package. They reused it. It wasn't like purchased from Prime, so they used CD more than likely. Oh, maybe not actually. I'm honestly not sure what this is, but I know it is from eBay. Packed really well in this cardboard mailer inside the bubble wrap. So good job to the seller for attention to detail and packing, because these CDs I'm buying are like $15-20 a pop, so they're not necessarily cheap. I mean, they're not super expensive either, but when you're buying used items, this one's new, I think. And this is packed really well. What is this? Defect Designer Neanderthal. Give me a second. I'm skimming through to find this. I didn't think I was this far behind. I guess I probably had 9 or 10 packages popping. I have bought another 9 or 10, so I'll have a couple more videos I'll be recording regarding some of this stuff. My personal collection's almost caught up, so very cool that that's almost done. I'm not sure what the hell this is. This might be... No. This is not Discogs. This is eBay. Where the hell is this one? Ah! This actually isn't new. 1371 out the door. This is death metal. The group's called the Defect Designer Neanderthal. It's in a very cool ditch pack. I'm not going to open it. I don't want to unwrap this now. This video is already getting long, so I'm just rambling anyway. Death metal, definitely check it out. I'm not sure the year. 2022 release. It's not a lot of tracks, but the tracks are very lengthy. I do kind of like stuff like that that kind of gets drawn out, especially if it's black metal. This is death metal in this case. I don't mind death metal so much as long as it doesn't sound like Cookie Monster. Everything sounds like Cookie Monster, just making a bunch of grunts and noises, and you can't understand literally anything. Not a fan of it. Death.fm does play stuff like that, so I just kind of ignore it as it's playing through if I'm just streaming the station. But there are a lot of bands I've written down on some post-it notes here where I'm working of bands I definitely want to check out and possibly get a couple discs from. Some of the stuff's hard to find. Some of the stuff's extremely expensive, and other stuff actually was self-released, and so you really can't find it. So that's the beauty of hunting for the music you want, because you never know when something's going to pop up, so we just got to keep it in mind. So I'll start adding stuff at my want list in my database since I'm about caught up finally. And you'll start to see those videos kind of trickle in probably way before this video actually airs, which won't be until 2026. I'm not far ahead. I just got this open. Jesus Christ, it's taking me forever. There we go. And we have not sure. Probably should look at the freaking date on this. What's the date on this? Okay, it gives me an idea where it's possibly at. This is probably the next page. Sorry, I'm scrolling through my eBay purchases to figure out where this is at so I can tell you what I paid for it. I'm almost there. Sorry it's taking so long, guys. Is that it? No. Here it is. 1381 out the door. This is Mors Principium is Dawn of the Fifth Era. 2014 Anthem Records release. Digipack. Digipac's actually in pretty good shape. So it's packed pretty good, obviously, in the box. This is death metal. Again, this is the band I heard one of their songs playing from this album on Death.fm. And so I decided to go ahead and take a look, see if I can find something fairly cheap. This wasn't too bad, $13.81, which included the shipping. So not going to complain. Looks like overall it's in really good shape. I'll check the disc here in just a second. I'm just trying to open it up just so I can kind of show you pictures. Cool thing about like death metal and black metal and stuff, and just heavy metal in general, a lot of stuff has just amazing artwork for like the covers and booklet and stuff like that. It's just pretty crazy. This is spotless. So this is like new condition overall, so not going to complain. Really good shape. Glad they have the collection. I'll probably look up more stuff from these bands. That's it for this video. This is all just death or black metal, or death metal, black metal, Viking metal. And yes, you'll see a genre when I go through my collection. You'll see Viking / folk metal. I put that all together. Anyway, that's what I got. Questions, comments, anything, feel free to chat. If you got anything out of this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Click the like button to also send me out questions, comments. Again, like I said, throw them in the chat. Sorry I'm rambling, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.